Hey everyone, welcome to Quayzar's Customs. I am Hurst Quayzar, and we are doing movie cars in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And today, as you can tell from the thumbnail, we are doing Roadhouse. Now, I know it's a Patrick Swayze movie, and there's only a couple of Patrick Swayze movies that I can really get into. One of them is actually Roadhouse. So, what is Roadhouse? Roadhouse is about a guy who's a bouncer in the big city who gets promoted by a gentleman in a Missouri town that has bought a bar and he needs help running it. So, he hears, I think his name is Dalton. Dalton. Here's Dalton is the best in the business, so to speak, right? So he is trying to recruit Dalton, who's played by Patrick Swayze, to come out and to help run his I don't know, his bar, I guess you might say. So the guy's run into a little bit of money, so he can afford Patrick Swayze, right? So he can afford this Dalton character. So Patrick Swayze names his price, and lo and behold, Patrick Swayze packs up shop and moves out to Missouri. Now, I don't know about any of you, but if you've lived in Missouri, I've lived there for a long time. I've been back there to visit a few times. It's misery. It's not Missouri. It's misery. Yes, it's horrible out there. I would not recommend it. Sorry to friends and family that may be out there, but yeah, I'm not going back out there. No way in hell. All right, so what we have here. I've taken the liberty to go ahead and take care of both the front and the rear suspension on this puppy. Picked up at the auction. No dead bodies in there. Picked it up from the auction. I think I got this for a couple of grand under value, actually. So that was pretty cool. All right, we'll go ahead and take care of some of the body work here while we're messing around. So yeah, the bar that Patrick Swayze is going to be basically bouncing for is called the Double Deuce. Now remember that name, Double Deuce, okay? So this is the car he drives. I think he's like in New York City or something, right? So he leaves New York City in this car, right? He leaves New York City in this car. He goes out to Missouri, and he ends up buying this whole beater. Oh my gosh, I want to say it's like an old Buick LeSabre. Oh geez, I don't remember. I guess I should have done. I always say that all the time. I should do my homework before I step in. Oh, that mirror did not work. Before I hit record. Oh, taillights don't work either. That kind of bites. But yeah, he buys this older beater of a car, and this is the car. So the beater of the car is what he takes to this Double Deuce place. So I need mirrors, lights, and glass. Okay. Mirrors, lights, and glass. Let's go into the body shop. I think it's an M117. No. M117. Ah, it's not doing anything. No, that's not what the name of the car is. Jeez, Hurst. It's the W126 or the 560 SCC. Okay. All right, so I'm not a Mercedes-Benz guy. So if I'm pronouncing that wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments section below, okay? Because, like I said, I'm not a Mercedes guy. Just haven't been. Never have been. There really isn't a Mercedes out there that I've really liked, per se. A Beamer? Oh, yeah. I could do a Beamer. An Audi, sure. Some nice Audis out there. Mercedes, though, not so much. Couldn't tell you why. Just never my cup of tea. All right. It's looking better and better and better. Nothing down here, right? So I can, oops, run into that. Let's get the rest of this stuff. So yeah, he takes this old beater of a car. He shows up at the bar, right? And all he's doing is observing. So what is he observing? He's observing all kinds of things, like the cashier skimming off the top. One of his other bouncers, getting freaky with some girl in the back, of this bar. So, he's got to contend with a lot of this crap that he sees going on. Let me dump out. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I did put the mirror in. So we're good. We got 2 mirrors, right? Or did I just sold the one I was going to need. By golly. Right side. Okay. Well, back at it again. Right side, left side. Okay. I'll just have to buy it again. What am I doing? There we go. Jeez. That was a big oof. Alright, so he drives, okay, he's got this old car, and at the very beginning of the movie you're wondering, why the hell, if he's got this nice car, did he go buy an old beater? Well, coming to find out after he gets into, I'm sorry, hang on, it's an M17, right? Okay. After he gets into the bar and starts pretty much narking on everybody that's in there and everything that's going wrong, one of the guys tends to get a little froggy with Patrick Swayze, and Patrick Swayze puts the moves on him, and I think it breaks his nose or something. So, from then on, people are like, ooh, we don't want to mess with this dude. I thought we were going with it's a V8. Did I skip over it? Tell me that's not true. Okay. Hang on. What is the original engine in this? It is a OHC M17, 117. So let me scan through here again. Okay, so this is the first Mercedes I've built from the recently released Mercedes DLC. So believe it or not, this is my first Mercedes I've built. So you get the pleasure of watching me try to figure out how to build this damn thing. Concentrating here. Did I, for some reason, skip over it? Or is that not a block available in here? This is interesting. You would think all the Mercedes engines were close together. There we are. There it is. Man, took me like forever. Okay, so anything M117 we're going to have to pick up. So let's jump in here. Engine. So we'll see what kind of parts we need to get for this. Okay, so we got an airflow sensor. A lot of parts here. Let's just go engine. I thought I had engine parts, right? Just engine. I went ahead and added the full custom exhaust system on it as well. You know, I'm going to pick up all of these, I believe, because I don't know how much of this. I think the cylinder heads might be in we'll pick up a few of these and then we'll see what's available in the performance shop. So let's jump over to the performance shop real quick. We'll type in the same thing and see what we get. All right, so he's basically narked on everybody. He's busted up some guy's nose. So people know that you don't mess with this guy. So he does kick a few people out. Not many performance parts for this engine. But I do realize that there is a distributor on here. There's a distributor. Get the rotor. And we'll find out. We'll find out as we get through it what I need, because I'm not sure of the pistons either. Okay, so let's take a look here. Another cam gear. Distributor. Wait, stick this in here. So everybody's basically pissed off at this guy. And okay, so it's just the regular pistons. Alright, regular pistons. Alright, so I think we've narrowed down some stuff here. Alright, so just a basic distributor cap. Need a fuel filter. Got the heads. We get the alternator. Regular pistons. Power steering pump is the regular one. V8, I suppose, is going to take at least 8 of those. And let's jump over to the parts list here. Let's pick up some caps. Yep, see, this is doing this again. Usually I can just type in there and it will go. Crankshaft. I'll buy 4. I think it's probably only going to take 2. We'll take a V8 pulley. I believe that's going to take that. Oh, clip. I definitely need a clip. There we go. A couple of these clips. Now let's see how far we can get on this build before. So yeah, so everything's going well. So come to find out, the mayor of the town is corrupt. Go figure. It's like any of your other storyline. The mayor of this he's either the mayor or a very influential person in the storyline, right? So yeah, so he is. Ah, crap! Forgot the piston rings. So he's basically this corrupt guy, and I think he has a son or something. He gets a run-in with Swayze, and he basically tries to get Swayze to see his way of things, and Swayze just won't have it. You know, he's, Swayze's Swayze, you know. So, the story goes on. Happens to fall for this young blonde who actually is his wife or was his wife in real life. So he falls for her. Come to find out, she's in some relation to, I think this corrupt guy is her uncle. I think something like that. Anyway, so yeah, so there's the twist in that. Anyway, what I loved most about it is there's one character, I don't remember what his name is in the movie, but it's played by Sam Elliott. Now I will tell you, I love Sam Elliott as a character. I really do. No matter what it is, a western, this movie, whatever the case is, I'm a big fan of Sam Elliott. I just like him. I think he was in. I want to say he was in Tombstone. I'm not sure if he was in Tombstone or not. But he's in quite a few movies, and I just like his character. One of the characters was in Mask. If you've seen Mask, he's a biker dude, and who also stars Cher. She has a son who has a deformed, some sort of a disease where his face is deformed, right? So that's a good movie. I mean, it really is. But Sam Elliott plays a great part in that, as well. I don't think I've found anything that Sam Elliott has not done that is horrible. But anyway, Sam Elliott, well, he comes out to visit his friend Dalton, right? And his friend, he pulls up in front of the bar, and he calls it the double douche. He goes, "Oh, the double douche, huh?" So, they have, their night, and they actually get into a fight. And was it overhead valve or V8? I'm not sure. I think it's overhead valve. Overhead valve, yeah. Pretty much beats up these guys. They're hoodlums. They are basically hoodlums of the corrupt guy in town. Could be his son. I think one of them might be his son. You know how kids are when their daddies are powerful in a town. They think they can go around doing whatever the hell they want to, and Dalton will have nothing to do with that. So there wasn't a cam that went in here, so I don't understand that piece of it. That's strange. You would think it would not let me build it without a cam in there. Again, this is like my first Mercedes, so anything's possible, I guess. Alrighty. See, now this isn't letting me put anything on, so there's got to be something. Let's take this off for a second. Oh, I gotta take that off, really? Okay. This is... Okay, so I guess the camshafts go up here. Alright, so that works. Intake manifold, do we have a... No. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. Mass airflow sensor. That's a funky looking mass airflow sensor. And mechanical injection. Alright. Airbase filter. Oh, wait a minute. Got the wrong one. So anyway, as the story goes along, somewhere along the line, Patrick Swayze, this corrupt guy's son ends up in the bar, and Sam Elliott unfortunately has got like a bum knee, just from his bouncing days, right? Oh, do you guys know what a bouncer is? A bouncer is like the big guy at a bar who kicks you out if you don't comply. How's that? Ooh, this is different. Camshaft bearing, camshaft bearing. So I need another. Okay, all right, sweet. Let's go into the power boost shop. Engine. M117. Pick up another one of those. And I guess that's all I need from there. See, I click in there and it disappears. And then I don't know. It's just crazy. Okay, now we need some camshaft gears. Or not camshaft gears, but just camshaft bearings. These certainly look like it. So I'm going to guess 10. I forgot to count. Well, they happen to show up at the bar, and Sam Elliott is there, and they actually beat the hell out of him. And, you know, unfortunately they kill him, which is really sad because, like Sam Elliott, he wasn't supposed to die in this movie. Plays a cool character. What am I missing here? Okay, well, I'll figure it out as I go here. So, of course, Dalton finds out who killed Sam. So he goes after the guy's son. The more I think about it, it's his son or his uncle or something. I don't know. Basically, and he gets into a fight with him and basically kills him. All right. Now, for the backstory on Dalton, is that he had once killed a man by ripping his heart out with his bare hands. Now, that's pretty badass, if you ask me. So, he actually killed a guy by ripping the guy's heart out. Fair enough. Ooh, we got some wires. So, knowing that, okay, we got... Wow, I got a lot of those. Chain sprockets. Timing chain sprocket, chime assist. Got 4 of those. You don't have cam gear. Another cam gear? Holy smokes. Okay. Okay, so we got one more cam gear and we need 4 sprockets. Okay. We'll hop back over to the power boost shop and pick up exhaust headers for the V8. 2 of those bad boys. I think that I don't know what the... Okay, we'll get back to it. So yeah, so he kills off the guy's son and floats him down the river, basically. Knowing that this is, this has gone on. He knows, Dalton knows that he needs to go after the single guy in the town because he's a big major pain in the ass, basically. And nothing is going to change until this guy is out of the picture, because this guy is so corrupt. He's gone around and he's messed with the locals as well, because he's trying to take money from the locals just for protection, basically. You know how it goes, right? You know how that works. So Dalton has to go and take on this guy. So now that let me back up. Okay, remember that old car that he bought, right? Yeah, overhead. Remember the old car that he bought? He drove this from New York, but he bought the old car. The old car, after the first night of bouncing, he walks out and finds that somebody has shoved a stop sign through his windshield. Right then and there, do you realize that? Oh, that's why he bought the old car, because he didn't want his new car screwed up. Pretty smart cookie. But that's his whole premise. That's why he is the way he is. So I thought that was quite funny in the movie. Well, knowing that he's got to go in after this guy. This guy has bodyguards, of course. So what better to get in at him with a distraction? Guess what the distraction is? This poor Mercedes goes through hell. So yeah, the Mercedes becomes the distraction, and he floors this thing, and he basically put a rock or something on the throttle, and he jumps the hedges with this thing. So I don't think this thing has a fan, does it? So yeah, the car gets destroyed in the end. So the rest of the movie, hey, I will let you watch the rest of the movie. Oh, it does have a fan. This has a fan? Really? Interesting. I guess it is an older Mercedes. I don't even remember when the movie came out, Roadhouse. I don't remember when the movie came out. I think we are complete. Let's take you off the stand. Put you in the car. Isn't that beautiful? Let's throw some oil in her. Ah, the sound of oil. Alrighty, you can go back to the storage area. You can close. Need you to go up, because I need to pick up a transmission. And going with a typical transmission. I think we got a good starter on it. Oh, I also need, you know what? I think these are in. Oh my gosh! I think these are it. I think these are it. Kind of excited because when I get a full exhaust system that's custom, I'm always happy. It gets the most amount of power out of it as possible. Is it? Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy about that. It's not too many cars that can house those things. Starter was good? Okay, yeah, alright, great. So yeah, the Mercedes becomes the distraction and pretty much gets destroyed, I just don't. Poor Mercedes. Alright, so now we've got everything almost 100%. We've got to do the interior. So let's do the interior real quick. Means I've got to back over here by the bay door. Those headlights looking a little goofy. Okay. Let's see, what are we looking at? Global parts restore. The tires, yeah, the tires and the rims, yeah, I got that. And the license plate, right? Bench seat, steering wheel, and the license plates. Okay, so these are bench seats? Okay. So we're going to rip these seats out. Rip that out. steering wheel. Alright, what kind of seats are these? These are 560s. It just says bench sec. Okay. Okie dokie then. Bench sec. Where is my bench sec? No, not 3500, right? No, that wasn't it. It's the sec. Okay, so we need 2 of these. And steering wheel. It's for the 500. It's for the 560. Now, where is this bench sec at? Should be here somewhere. There it is. Why it looks like a darker brown than everything else. This is, you know, and also, this is such an awful looking color. For this car. It really is. But I'm not complaining. I'm not the one driving it. I'm just overhauling it. Okay, so we are going to choose our wheels. They are Mercedes wheels on the car, and I believe these are probably going to be all the same size. I always like a larger stance on it, so the front ones will have to. Front ones are okay, but I think I could probably put some a little beefier on the back. So this is going to be a little tricky. Alright. Now, the wheels I am looking... Okay, what size are these anyway? 15 inch, okay. Yeah, let me dump some of this stuff out. I don't need that. Bought a whole lot of crap that I don't need. 15-inch rims. Now, the Mercedes, I don't think, are I don't know where the Mercedes rims are anyway. So the wheels that are on it are kind of like little like that. Maybe they are like a 5-spoke, but it's really thick. So I may have to go with those. Wish those were thicker. It's kind of like a deep dish as well. I don't think they have them in this pack. These are the wheels that are on it. Those are awful. These are Mercedes wheels, but it's not those. Actually, these Dodge Viper wheels would probably be pretty darn close, but I don't like the Viper on it. So, okay, I see a set there, or I could go with those there. I'm not really fond of those. Where are those Mercedes wheels at? You know, I think I want to try and keep it true to form, but you know what? I hate the idea of putting Viper wheels on it, but I think I'm going to, because I think these were the best looking ones for it, because these will have to go chrome. The wheels are more like it's an offset on the in. They're really nice looking wheels, and we just don't have anything close to it. So these are going to go chrome. Let's see how these are going to look. I mean, people are probably freaking out right now. Oh my God, you're putting Viper wheels on a Mercedes. That's the beauty of this game. You can do whatever you want to. Now, these may not look right, so bear with me. Because the wheels aren't like a deep dish wheel. Okay, so what size tires are we running? Okay, 215s definitely are going in the front. So 215 65s, huh? So we're going to go with a 235 on the back, 235 60 on the back. All right, we'll go with a 235 60 on the back. I don't know what wheels those were. Standard. We'll go sport. So we're going to go 2 with the 15, 215, 65s. We'll go 60s on the front. How's that for a profile? No, we'll go, yeah, we'll stick with the 65s. And then we'll go with, we'll go with a 235, 60 on the back. All right, that's just total guesswork there. Yeah, if it wasn't for that Viper symbol on there, I think these would be okay on it. It just... Ah ha 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 ha! Oh my God. Nope. And in an effort to be quicker, I screwed up. So see how the 5 spokes, those are actually off-centered inside the rim on the ones that I was wanting, but so Viper aside, I'm wondering how these things are going to look on here. I've got 2 to balance. Okay, so these are going to be the 235s on the back, right? You know, hold the fort. Needs to be a little more sportier than that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me think about this. Hang on, let me see how wide that sucker is. All right. We are going to go with, I think we're going to go 18s. We're going to go 18s on this bad boy. Want 2 18s. We go with a 215. That's fine. We're going to go with the lower profile of 45. Let's see how those look. Got to chrome them up. I know. Hurst has just gone batshit crazy here. I always strive to make the car look a little sportier than... I mean, a car for a Mercedes in this movie, it does look really sporty. So I want to try and keep that. Alright, so for the front, I'm going to go 18 inch, 215, 18 to 45, right? Yeah, I like the lower profile look on those. Definitely on the front, that's going to work out well. Now for the back, I'm going to want to go 235 was not going to be wide enough, so we are going to go with a 255 35 profile. Alright, so let me dump out my 15s here. There we go. That looks like a nice beefy stance on it. I think that's going to work out well. Alright, so on the front, 215. Yeah, that looks a heck of a lot better in my opinion. That looks a lot better. Okay, so the rear, I think I got one of the rears. 215, 45, 18. Nope. It's over there. 215, 45, 18. All right. One more to balance. Let me see how these rears look. Shoot. I need a higher profile tire on that. Yeah, that needs to be... These were 35s, did I say? Maybe we need to go 40s with those. What were those? 35s. Yeah, we're going to have to go with a little thicker tire on that. So let's disassemble. Disassemble, Stephanie. Disassemble. What movie is that from? Speaking of which, maybe I have to look into that. Okay, 255.35. So we'll go with a... We're going to go with two of them. 18. We are going to go with the 255. And I think we're going to go with the 40. 40 should cut it. Let's take a look here. Maybe? Let's balance one up before I go ripping another one. I'm going to take this bad boy off. Sell it on the Dodge Viper black market site. Okay, so... Alright, fingers crossed that we got this right. Maybe I should have went with a 45, but I went with a 45 up front. Still looks small. What the hell? Alright. Close, but no bananas. 255.40, huh? Jeez. Okay, so we'll go... We'll go 45. Just step it up a little bit. Man, that's got to be right, because the front ones are 45s. Did I not do the ones at 45s? Yeah, let me pass off these rejects. You know, at least it doesn't cost me to balance the wheels. I'd be losing money right and left. Now, I got a 45 stance on the back of this and a wider tire. It should look fine. Yes. Yes, it does. That was painful. Sorry about that. But when it comes to fitting up tires, don't you wish you had a shop that could mount and balance wheels and tires and fit them to your car so you can take a look at it and go, you know what? I don't like those. Give me another set. And they would do it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay, let's run her over into the dyno. We don't need to paint it because everything's in good shape. Now I'm really curious. This originally put out 389 horsepower. We've got a lot of performance parts in it, so maybe we'll hit 700. Ooh, close, but no bananas on that one either. 624 with 689 foot-pounds of torque. I guess that works for me. Okay, last but not least, we need a set of license plates on here. I don't remember what plates he had on those, so I'm just going to wing it. Because he was in Missouri, I guess I'll put Missouri tags on it. Missouri. And, double deuce. No. How about 2 times deuce? Is that how you spell deuce? Yeah, screw it. Dalton. We'll get a couple of those, and we'll slap them on just to get the car up to a full 100%. That's all it is. Dalton. Alright, and there you have it. The double deuce, or I should say the Roadhouse Mercedes that Patrick Swayze drove. Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you would, please hit that subscribe button down below. Really appreciate it. It is free. Join us over on the Facebook page. That link is down below. And remember, this is a Mercedes from the Mercedes DLC. If you haven't gotten it yet, run over to the Steam Workshop and get that now. As you can tell with the with the Viper rims on, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. So, alright. So, there you have it. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed everything. Until next time, this is Hurst Quayzar. Keep safe out there. I am out.